They were down and almost out, but Nathan Robertson and Gail Emms are still on course to retain their All-England crown. Today, they must overpower the world champions if they're to achieve the dream double. And two former men's champions, Lilyana and Peter Gade, are also making their bid for a place in tomorrow's final, a step closer to one of the most coveted titles in the world. We're live on semi-finals day at the 2006 Yonex All-England Open Badminton Championships in the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham. It's a sellout crowd at the NIA. They, as I'm sure you are at home, hoping that Nathan and Gail don't scare us quite like they did last night. Joining me in the studio once again and through the weekend, Joe Davis, a Commonwealth gold medalist, and Simon Archer, a former national, European, Commonwealth and All-England champion and Olympic bronze medalist. We'll hear from those two shortly, but first a reminder of yesterday's quarter-final action. Nathan Robertson and Gail Emms were 8-2 down in the deciding game against Xie and Zhang, but fought their way to victory, much to everyone's relief. World number one, Lilyana, comfortable straight sets winner over Dane Kenneth Jonassen. So one former champion through in the men's singles. And Peter Gade became the second. Chen Jin is being tipped as a future world number one, but had no answer to the Danish number 4 seed last night. And it's those players that dominate proceedings today. Once again, Gade flying the European flag in the men's singles, the 1999 champion, first on court playing Lee Hyun Il of Korea. And then the main event, cheered on by that capacity crowd in Birmingham. Robertson and Emms continue the defence of their mixed doubles title against the reigning world champions Widianto and Natsir. Next on court, a men's double semi-final, Abdul Latif and Gan, hoping to guarantee an all-Malaysian final, but it's a tall order against second seeds Eriksson and Lundgaard. And world number one, Lilyana, the man to beat in the singles. He follows the doubles, playing number 3 seed Lee Hyun Il. Simon and Joe were as nervous as anybody else yesterday watching Nathan and Gail in the mixed doubles. But Joe, they did it. They were close to going out, and it just proves once again how good they are. Well, they're so mentally strong. I mean, as we were saying last night, you know, they were 8-2 down and 11-6 down. I think they were down and out. We thought they were down and out in the studio. I think they just decided to be positive and go for it a little bit. And look, 15-13 in the third end. So for today, that's really good. It's such a confidence booster to come through a game like that. But they are playing the world champions. They came through a very, very hard 3-setter again last night. So they'll both be tired going on to court, but they'll both have confidence, you know, coming through their game. So hopefully the English pair will be the winners. Yeah, Simon, second on court, Nathan and Gail up against the world champions, like Joe said. What do you know about the pair that they're playing today?
Firstly, they are the world champions. They're that for a reason. They had a great form over Robertson and Emms early on last year, and the year before they were regularly beating Robertson and Emms. But I believe last time they played each other, Robertson and Emms got their own back on them, and I think that was in Hong Kong or China last November. So hopefully Nathan and Gail certainly will have the edge in this match, because I think they've won their last outing. In some respects, could it be an easier match for them than it was yesterday? It'll be a different match because Widianto and Natsir, they generally sit back and they have a great defence, and they soak up your play. So they would probably let Robertson and Emms come forward at them a bit. But obviously, if it's a long, hard match, then that will suit the Indonesians, because they probably won't get so tired because they won't be doing the attacking early on in the match. Now, badminton matches can last anything from 20 minutes to about an hour and a half. Nathan and Gail are second on court. They follow a men's singles, and it's the number 1 seed, the world number 1, Lilyana, in action. First of all, against Lee Hyun Il. I beg your pardon, Peter Gade is first on court against Lee Hyun Il, the champion of 1999, Joe, and someone who
I guess the public and those that go to watch badminton regularly are going to be familiar with.
Yeah, Peter Gade's been around for such a long time. He had a few injuries a couple of years ago, especially knee injury, had quite a bad one, was out for about 9-10 months, but he's got himself back together, and as you see, he's fourth seeded and playing well. He played very well last night and he won in quite easy, 2 easy sets, so it'll be good today. Hopefully European can get to the final.
Has he got what it takes, Simon, to win the tournament? It's been now 7 years since he got his last title.
He's certainly a world-class player. He was world #1 for about 2 or 3 consecutive seasons. I expect him to win this match today. He's going to be fired up, and he certainly was playing well in the quarterfinals. But my current feeling is that the winner of the tournament probably will come from the other match, which is Lin Dan against Lee Chong-wei later this afternoon, and that could be a fantastic match as well.
I think Lee Hyun Il is quite a surprise to be in the semi-final. Obviously, coming through the bottom half, Bao Chun-lai, the #2 seed, retired in one of his earlier games, allowing the Korean to have a slightly easier run through. So I think Peter Gade's quite surprised to.
Joe, Simon, thanks for the time being. Let's head over to the NIA, join our commentary team of Darren Hall, former England #1, and Gillian Clark, MBE.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lee Hyun Il, Korea. And on my left, Gade, Denmark.
The former champion, 29 years of age, born in Aalborg in Denmark, and very popular with the fans here in Birmingham. Here's Gade.
Service over.
So Darren, as far as Lee Hyun Il is concerned, the left-hander never been in a major championship semi-final. This is a new experience for him. Do you think he's going to suffer perhaps a little bit that this is such a big occasion?
It is a massive occasion for him. He'll want to settle down early, just try and get into a little rhythm. He won't want Peter to get away. It's important that he plays a few long rallies to settle and calm his nerves down.
Wonderful angled smash across court from Gade. Just long. And Darren, I know you think that both these players contrasting styles. So just what should we be looking out for either player?
Well, what I was impressed with when watching Peter yesterday, this focus on every point. He really pushed and pulled the player, moved maximum distances, and was very, very good at the net. It will be interesting to see today if Lee's tactics is to keep Peter at the net and give it a go against him, or keep him at the rear of the court.
Well, just to prove your point, Peter Gade immediately a wonderful net shot. Oh, it's on the line. Lee Hyun Il doesn't like the call. Oof, goodness me, that was close. What are the qualities then of the Korean player, Darren? I mean, physically he looks a very strong athlete.
Yeah, he is very strong, very deceptive. Left-handers create some good angles. And I think as the match goes on, he'll come into his own a little bit more. But at the moment, Peter's, again, what he was doing very well yesterday, very focused, no mistakes, just taking his time.
Well, another one finds the line. This is a wonderful start by the Dane. 5-love. just to prove that he too has the ability to hit the lines.
Round 5.
Yeah, that's better from Lee. More patient. He'll be pleased to get off the mark. Start getting some points on the board. Just a slight miss hit from Peter at the rear. Goes for the gap in the corner.
Line judge calling it good. Clearly in.
Unforced error from Peter. Straight off serve. Another very tight call. In on the back, but the linesman called it wide. Yeah, great drop from Lee. Just held it last moment. Tight little drop shot to the net.
Oh, that's terrific play from Gade.
Yeah, and this is where Peter's at his best. So fast onto the net, pulls Lee out of position. Early take, no chance for Lee.
Once again, it's the angle that does the damage.
Yeah, it looks like they've been working on that, keeping Lee deep in the backhand. All of a sudden, cross-court drop, play to perfection.
He's a great tactician, isn't he? He's always thinking on court. It's not just instinctive, he's planning the rally. Well, brilliant control at the net.
Yeah, Peter pushing for the net, not wanting to lift off, playing back, lovely tight spinning net shot, sets up that short lift, but again keeps Lee guessing. Lovely cross-court smash.
How much do you think the fact that Lee Hyun Il has won his matches so easily, just 35 points dropped in his 4 matches so far, is that a help or a hindrance? And that may sound a daft question, but I really wonder whether he's been tested enough to get him to his top form.
Yes, as you say, sometimes if you're winning them too comfortable, you relax a bit. But I'm sure the calibre of players, he's been playing very, very well on top of his game.
So, 3-7.
Terrific smash, that time relying on the power, but also very accurate straight down that line.
Yeah, it's good variation. He's gone for the cross-court drop, been very successful. This time keeps Lee guessing, straight smash.
It's wide.
8-3.
Well, Lee Hyun Il, all of his serves serving high, whereas the majority of Gade's serving low. And Darren, I want to pick up on that because that is very unusual now in men's singles, that you serve high the whole time.
Absolutely, men's singles turned into a very attacking game, and you want to get on the attack from the word go. So, you know, the majority of singles now started off with a low serve.
Oh, nicely done. Stood his ground at the net.
Yeah, it's better from Lee. Took his chances there, played the net shot, stayed there, anticipated Peter's return. Great knockoff.
That is phenomenal. Won't see a better net shot than that.
No, pushing himself to get there early. Perfection on the net, clipping the tape as it went over.
Serve 3-9.
I really don't understand why Lee is persisting with this high serve, because it really isn't gaining him any advantage at all.
No, that's right. He's putting himself under pressure on the first point. Whereas, you know, serve low, try and get on the attack a little bit more, mix it up.
He's just drifting wide. I think the key there, Darren, is what you said, the variation. I mean, we watched Peter Gade's match yesterday against the world junior champion Chen Jin, and in fact almost half of his serves were low and half were high.
Yeah, and it's the same with Peter's shots. He's keeping you guessing, he's changing it all the time, mixing it up, so you can never get in a set pattern against him.
Another one drifts wide.
Yeah, Lee's struggling with a push to Gade's backhand. That's 3 in a row now that's gone out the tram lines.
What has the Korean got to try and do? here. I mean, it seems to me that he's just reacting to whatever the Dane is doing. He's not taking any initiative himself.
No, Peter's dictating. You know, for one, I think he's got to try and widen his margin, stop going so tight to lines. You know, play it a foot or 2 foot in.
Play tight to the lines or tight to the net there, forcing the error. It's a long margin to catch up. 3-12 down in this opening game, but as far as the Korean is concerned, I'm sure he'll want to just be playing himself into the match more, feeling more comfortable out on court.
Service 12-3.
Yeah, great smash from Peter. Brilliant angle. Found very steeply.
Oh, incredible. Well, you were talking, Darren, about the fact that left-handers can get better angles.
Yeah, perfect shot from Lee, but we haven't seen much of it at the moment. Perhaps that's a turning point. Try and get on the attack a little bit more.
And let's just explain a little bit why a left-hander can actually produce different angles when hitting the shuttle, because of course the feathers in the shuttle are always in the cork base, left over right. So of course a left-hander, sometimes when they slice, are slicing against the feathers, whereas a right-hander slices with the feathers, and therefore it does create a different shot, extra spin from a left-hander. Well, the net play has just been superb from the Dane.
Yeah, he's so confident coming to the net. You know, Lee's standing there, but it's so tight. Nothing he can do with it.
He forced the short lift by the tight spinning net shot.
3-1.
Yeah, no mistake with the execution.
Service 12-3.
Well, that at least was a low serve. Obviously trying to mix it up. Oh, just wide. That was such an ambitious shot to try.
Yeah, it was a good shot from Peter. Very, very difficult trying to hit a cross-court net shot from a spinning one.
Game point 3.
Game point now for the Dane.
Service over. 3-14.
Oh, wonderful. Such deception.
Yeah, and took it so early. Up he goes, cut it out, 2-foot jump.
Second game point. Superb performance in the opening game from the former champion, the number 4 seed, Peter Gade, and he takes it 15-3.
Direct savings account, there are no catches. And you can move your money when you like. So you can relax with the world's leading direct savings bank. Call now or go online. ING Direct. It's your money we're saving.
Love 18 minutes for that opening game, and my goodness, didn't Peter Gade look impressive? Well, look at the number of winners, 15 and only 5 errors from Peter Gade, whereas in contrast, Lee, more errors than winners. And that obviously why the opening game going in favour of the Dane, 15-3.
1-2, second circle.
Yeah, Lee very hesitant. He wants to play that net, but Peter's so fast onto it that he's just not positive with a shot, changes his mind.
To all, second circle.
Again, forcing Lee to give the lift away. We haven't seen Peter miss many of these smashes.
Over 2-3.
Out. 1-all.
Cutting across the shuttle, just pulling wide.
Right idea, trying to block the shuttle across court, make Gade move the full diagonal of the court. He just hasn't found his form so far in this match.
No, that's right. Normally his defence is very solid. As you say, it was the right idea, saw the gap cross court, but just fell back onto his side.
Yes, super anticipation.
Yeah, and he's mixing the rallies up so well. He's on the attack, but if it doesn't work, OK, we'll start again. He's patient and his build-up has been terrific so far.
Service over 3-4.
Oh, brilliant. What reactions.
3-1.
First to his forehand, then to his backhand. And he was equal to the task.
For all, second circle.
I think he changed his mind, Gade. Thought about leaving the next shot.
Yeah, he had a look at it, Just got his racket to it. Nearly repeated the previous rally.
Two, three.
Directing his attack straight at Lee. Second one. Once again, it's the variation, Darren.
Yeah, and Peter's deceptively quick. He's so fast onto that net that if the opponent does return it, again, he's there early, putting pressure on them.
It's down the line. There were question marks, it has to be honest, after Peter Gade underwent knee surgery to his right knee at the beginning of 2002, whether in fact he really had got back his incredible speed about the court. But he's certainly not sluggish, is he?
No, absolutely, and I think it's strengthening him up mentally. He's more focused. He knows now that, you know, when he is injury-free, he's got to make the most of it.
6-4, second server. 7-4, second server.
Yeah, Lee injecting a little bit more pace in the way he's hitting the shuttles, flatter, faster clears, trying to make Peter take it behind him. Yeah, this time the luck not with Peter. Just looping the shuttle up. More or less staying on top of the tape, but falling back his side. Signs that Lee's settling down into the game now.
He's definitely settled down, you're right about that, but I still question whether in fact he's commanding the rallies enough himself. He's still an awful lot of the time just reacting to what the Dane is doing. Yeah,
it's not doing an awful lot, but I think what he's doing is just pace of shots gone up a little bit. As I said, faster clears, he's mixed it up with some more drop shots, but he's retrieving, he's moving a little bit better, he's reacting to Peter's deceptiveness.
Service over. 3-6.
Four, 4-7, second server.
Wasn't missing any of those net shots in the opening game.
6-3.
Again, Peter had a little look, tight to the line, decided to hit it, just took his eye off it.
On my left, Yang Wei and Zhang Siwan, China.
You mentioned his match yesterday, his quarter-final encounter against Chin Jin. and losing focus in that second game yesterday. Having been 6-3 up, he then went 6-11 down. And it looks to me as if Gade is struggling again to keep his focus.
Absolutely, and it's not Lee's winners, it is Gade's unforced errors.
Service over. 3-8.
8-7.
Service over. Love 1. Service over. 83.
Yeah, great height. Peter Gain with a high serve. Great angle from Lee. Cutting across the feathers.
Yes, really didn't seem to move his feet at all. Just leaning towards the shuttle.
Love 1. Second serve.
Gade with 26 career titles, 15 of them Grand Prix, 2 last year, Korean Open and the Copenhagen Masters. Lee himself actually won 2 titles last year, Chinese Taipei and Indonesia.
You can see there the lovely tight spinning net shot from Peter, forcing the mistake from Lee.
Love.
8-9.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Yeah, he's having more success with the cross-court smash.
8-3.
Again, Peter late to react to it.
9-all.
3 love.
That's good defence from Gade, whipping the shuttle cross-court.
9-all. Second circle.
4 love.
Service over. 9-all.
There's another error on the net shot from Gade.
10-9.
Yeah, Lee just standing his ground at the net. He's not moving back. He's going forwards onto the net.
And is that why Gade is now making the errors in contrast to the opening game? Simply the threat of his opponent of being in the vicinity?
Yeah, Lee's definitely stepped up a little bit. He knows he was completely outdone on the net in the first game. He's took a step nearer the base. Every time it's come to net, you can see his body moving forward, and I think it's just slightly putting Peter off.
11-9. Second circle.
5 love.
12-9. Second circle.
Ow!
13-9.
A little bit anxious from Peter. He's been stuck on 3 for a little while now. He desperately wants to get off it.
And we've been stuck on this scoreline for a while. 8-3, neither player able to progress. That's short.
Yeah, we can see Lee there this time. Great net shot from him. Easy kill.
Does seem to be aiming an awful lot of his smashes to the Gade backhand side. Is that a weakness for the Dane?
Well, just the last sort of 5 points, he's hit a lot of winners down there. I think what he's doing well, he's punching Gade into his forehand with a nice attacking clear. So Gade's just a little bit wary on that, and then he's opening him up on the backhand side.
Love, second serve.
Yep, there's another attacking shot to the Gade backhand.
Yeah, this time, you know, it's clever play. He's not gone for the full-out smash down his backhand side. It's the cut drop, making Gade move that extra couple of feet.
(11-3). Finds the line.
11-13.
Yeah, Peter's made a couple of unforced errors with his cut drops. That time, no mistake.
Service over 13-11.
It's just long of that back line.
4-11. 1-6.
Game point 11.
Oh, that's a careless error from the Dane.
11-4.
14-11. Second circle.
One 6, second serve.
Yes, aggressive play from the Dane.
4-11.
First game won by Dowling 1-2. 15-11.
Two 6, second serve.
Nicely done. But once again, Darren, set up by his spinning net shot, that was the one that did the damage, forcing the Dane to lift short, and therefore the easy opportunity to put away the smash.
For 3, 20 seconds.
3-6.
Seemed to be more purpose in that rally from Gade.
Yeah, he's been making a few mistakes. That time, brought the margin in. He's been going cross-court a lot. Played the straight smash. Didn't have to be tight to the line.
Four 6, second serve.
The VIPs here at the Yonex All England Championships. Sitting right behind the court. Perfect view of the action.
Service hot call. Service over. 6-4. Service over. 11-4.
Love.
Second serve.
Well, Gade's beginning to look for that cross-court smash now. There was 2 in that rally, and he was waiting for it.
Absolutely, he was more alert to it. He's been beat quite a few times. Slightly moves just half a foot across to cover that backhand, but twice he got down well.
7-4, second serve.
Oh, that's a lovely drop shot.
5-11.
Played with deception. Took it from behind him. It's great racket head control. There's signs to me, Darren, that Gade is looking a bit anxious. He's going for shots before he's really built the rally up.
Absolutely. He's normally so patient, waits and waits for that opening, but early on in the rallies, he's just playing, as you say, too tight, and he is anxious. He's just making some unforced errors. You know, not normally do we see Peter do that.
5-11.
Well, look at the number of errors now from Peter Gade. Very few in the opening game, but that has moved along quite considerably, and so the winners increased from the Korean. Totally reflective of what's happening in the match.
6-11. Second serve.
Service over 2-1.
Called wide.
7-11.
Yes, good call by the line judge. Missed by a whisker.
4. Let's
3-1.
Oh, Peter would be delighted with that easy point.
8-4.
Yeah, Peter with a high lift, defending down the backhand side, just moves across the backhand. This time, clever play from Lee, switches it to the forehand.
9-4.
4-1. Second circle.
Round 8.
Service over.
Peter just playing too tight to the tape. He wasn't under pressure then.
Yeah, and again.
13-8.
It's difficult to understand in a way, Darren, why a player that was so outstanding with his net play in the opening game has suddenly just lost his form in that area.
Yeah, he's gone off the ball, and Lee's got confidence by that, and it's taking Peter on at the net and getting the better of him in the second game.
Oh, it was a great lift from Lee Hyun Il.
Yeah, he was in trouble. He got a big lift, give him time to recover, get back to base.
And game point now for the Korean to level this at 1 game apiece.
12-4.
Lovely little deceptive return from Peter.
14.
Once again going for very tight shots, really before he'd pulled his opponent out of position. Second game point.
14, game point 4. Game.
And he takes it. It's 1 game all, and what a turnaround. Gade looked so much in control in the opening game, but all credit to the number 5 seed, the left-hander from Korea, Lee Hyun Il, because he stuck to his guns, cut out an awful lot of his unforced errors. And he's taken the second game 15-8 in just 23 minutes.
February on Sky Sports.
Electrifying.
Big games from the Premiership.
Everything you'd expect.
FA Cup and Scottish Cup rounds 4 and 5.
Fantastic football all round.
The Carling Cup final.
Admire Watson well.
The UEFA Champions League, including Chelsea v Barcelona.
The clash of the Titans.
Enjoy the ride.
You can use an AA loan for just about anything, from kitchens to cars. Call now and you could get a low rate of just 6.2% APR typical. And with plenty of low repayment options, you can choose a monthly amount to suit your budget. So with the AA, you could afford even more than you thought. For a decision in minutes, call 0800 345 7000. That's 0800 345 7000 or visit theaa.com. Call now and you could also get a free 6-month AA car warranty.
Sean likes to look good. But looking good costs money. At least when Sean uses his Morgan Stanley Platinum card, he gets a cashback bonus of up to 2%. This year, he's earned £105, money he's put towards a break from looking good. The Morgan Stanley credit card. Why not get paid for the things you buy anyway?
Is it true that you pay your car insurance monthly?
What?
And you're not with Virgin Money?
No.
For that, you must pay.
Don't be punished for paying your car insurance monthly. Unlike some, Virgin Money offer great value insurance with no extra charge for paying monthly. Call free on 0800 051 4321.
After brushing and flossing, Sarah assumed her mouth was clean until she tried alcohol-free Dental pH, which she found surprisingly smooth and fresh tasting. Dental pH was specially developed to help fight bad breath, plaque and gum disease. Its antibacterial formula kills bacteria, then lifts and reveals it along with food and other particles so effectively you'll actually see what's removed in the sink.
Wow.
There's no other mouthwash quite like Dental pH.
For a long-lasting freshness you've never tasted before.
Hello? I've got Doug on line 1.
Put him through.
Duck! Duck! It's Doug!
What's the matter?
I think I've done something to the telly!
What do you mean, something?
The blue screen with the words on it's gone all different.
Right. Yes, that's because the Sky Guide's been improved, Dog.
That'll be brilliant. Won't it, Duck?
Yes, Dog.
Coming soon. The new upgraded program guide makes Sky simple. It's your Sky. What do you want to watch?
Welcome back. We're back live to the NIA for the badminton shortly. A reminder though, coming up live this evening, it's day 4 of the Bob Hope Chrysler Classic. That's from 9 o'clock on Sky Sports 2. And later tonight, or early tomorrow morning, whichever you look at it, it's live cricket from Sydney and more from the VB series. Australia face Sri Lanka. Our coverage starts from 3 a.m. on Sky Sports Extra. So the first match of the semi-finals day has gone to a deciding game. Let's head back to our commentary team of Darren Hall and Gillian Clark, MBE.
Both players having had the opportunity to talk to their coaches and plenty of advice given from Thomas Stewart to this man, Peter Gade. And I have to say, he didn't look that animated during the 5-minute interval. Peter Gade, to me, looking a little bit bewildered almost.
Yeah, I think maybe wondering sort of where it went wrong a little bit, but look, one of the most notable points was his unforced errors at the net. He just lost his way in the game, you know, and I think Thomas was saying, right, forget about that, just be a bit more patient like you normally are, build the rallies up, wait for that opening, don't go for a winner too early on in the rallies.
9 seconds over.
Final game. Level
third and deciding game.
Last 2, 7-7.
Yes, and obviously has heeded your advice there, Darren. Much more patient in that rally.
Yeah, waited his time, and that's what he's normally so good at. Just keep playing the rallies. He moves his opponent around at pace, finally getting the shorter lift, then take your chance.
Missed it.
He was struggling to get back in position to the rally, wasn't on balance. He was going backwards as he was hitting the shot.
Gade in all sorts of trouble as soon as he turned to play the high backhand. Korean just standing his ground at the net. And one suspects, Darren, that it's absolutely crucial from Gade's point of view that he starts well in this deciding game after the disappointment of the second.
Absolutely, and you know, Lee's looking very comfortable out there at the moment, quite relaxed, he's knocking Peter about, and when he's got the opportunity in net, really playing tight to it.
Oh, that's a perfect push from the net. That will certainly help his confidence.
Yeah, Lee doing well to retrieve it. No chance with Gade's cross court.
It's over. 2-all.
14, match point 9.
I think the big difference now, Darren, is the fact that Lee Hyun Il is really reading the game. Look how quickly he moves forward for that drop shot.
Yeah, absolutely. He's took I would say, a foot up on his base in the middle, enabling him to get to that net a little bit quicker, take the shuttle earlier.
And he simply cannot afford these unforced errors.
Game.
2-all, second serve.
And that has to go down as another unforced error.
Absolutely, you know, he was at the net, wasn't under pressure. He knows he's got to play tight, but there must be a slight room for error.
Match won by Gail, 1-2, 15-11,
2-all.
Again, Lee disappointed with himself there because he read Peter's shot. There was a huge opening, low in the backhand corner, but just pulled it wide.
Any difference in ends here, Darren? Big arena, there must be some slight drift. Is there, when you were playing here, was it a problem to you?
Well, exactly. In all the big arenas, there is a drift where you sort of get a faster and a slower end, or maybe a slight drift to the side. But it's for the same for both players, you know. So it's not really a disadvantage or an advantage. You get on with it. You might have a slight favourite preference of which end you like to start at, whether you're hitting to the slower end.
Certainly not really noticeable if there is a slower end.
No, both players are hitting good lengths. As you say, it's quite a tactical game, both vying for the net.
Second serve.
Oh, that's perfect. Lee doesn't mind the call. Appeals to the umpire.
I must admit, from here it looked out, but I'm a long way away from it.
Three, four.
Well, Gade still playing an awful lot of his lifts and clears down the Koreans' forehand side.
And he's not getting the length. If you just look at Lee's feet, it's about 2 foot in front of the tram lines. You know it's not good length from Peter.
More determination in the smash there from Gade.
You need something to happen. There was more purpose to that.
For all, second serve. First serve. 4-all. So 4 love.
I'm really wondering if there's a physical problem with Peter Gade, because it's so uncharacteristic him making these unforced errors, especially off the return of serve.
Yeah, he looked so sharp in the first game, but his level dropped. It's giving Lee so much confidence, giving him quick points. And again, he's just seemed to be running out of ideas.
Once again, Lee Hyun Il appeals to the umpire, convinced that that was wide of the mark. Oh my goodness me. Well, the umpire has overruled. Well, that is extraordinary. Umpires in badminton now are allowed to overrule if they can see clearly that an error has been made. And Peter Gade, well, no wonder he's cross. That was not a clear error by the line judge. Desperately close. And with the shuttle the far side of the court, one also wonders why on earth he made the call, like the umpire. But it does mean that the Korean now changes ends in this deciding game with an 8-love advantage. And Peter Gade deep in conversation with the umpire. Exactly the same number of winners and errors now from Gade. And finally, for the Korean, more winners than errors. But it's no wonder, Darren, that Peter Gade was livid about that overall.
Yeah, he's getting frustrated with the game. It's not going the way he wants. But to have a call, you don't often see the umpires overruling the linesman unless it is absolutely 100% clear. But when we see it on the replay, you couldn't tell.
I think the strings have gone in Peter Gade's racket. Yes, indeed. And I suppose the big question, Darren, is how does a man like Gade react to that anger and that frustration? Can he channel it in the right direction and use it to his advantage, or will he just mentally fall apart?
Well, no, I think Peter's experienced enough now to know better. Hopefully that will fire him up a little bit. You know, he needed something to change, something to get him going, because it was all going the wrong way. So hopefully now he's got that bit of anger, that bit of edge. He can get a few points on the ball, get himself back into this match.
In this deciding game, as the match time just ticks over the hour. Well, we were talking yesterday, Darren, about the importance of the net play in men's singles nowadays, and you certainly felt that it was the most important shot, and I think that was really demonstrated in that rally.
Well, you see both players desperately trying to get that net early, but in the end, Lee, incredible spinning shot, getting the short lift.
The net shot, not a shot that often wins the rally outright, but it sets up the rally. My word, what a backhand. Very rare that you see these top players in men's singles actually playing a backhand, let alone a backhand smash that's a winner.
Peter would be delighted with that. He was in all sorts of troubles, dived across to get the smash back, and in the end producing a lovely cross-court winner.
And while the court gets some attention, opportunity for the players to just towel down, have a quick drink.
짧은 거는 몸도 있잖아, 몸. 어? 몸 쪽으로 강하게 임마.
Nine, 8.
I've ever seen Gade make so many errors in a match. Yes, and his body language beginning to show the real feelings of the Dane. Simple kill for Lee Hyun Il.
Yeah, it was great play from Lee, soaked up the attack of Peter. Eventually, lovely cross-court drop. Peter doing well to get it back, but easy kill for Lee.
Missed another one, and it's all gone very horribly wrong for Peter Gade. But all credit to Lee, really has turned this match around and now in total control.
31.
And now just 2 points away from his first ever All-England final.
$39.
It's a last chance for Peter. Good combination, one down the forehand, one to the backhand, but I just think it's too little too late.
Well, Darren, you and I were chatting just before the semi-final started to former champion here, Paul-Erik Høyer Larsen from Denmark. He was reminding of a match he played against the Olympic champion, Alan Buddy Kusuma, where he was a game and 13-1 down and he came back to win. So it is possible. Unlikely, but possible. And I think Gade has really resigned to the fact that he's not going to win today's encounter. Yeah, big sigh there. Well, the errors have been flowing from the Danish racket. And he's gifted a match point.
Match point 9. Second serve.
And that's it. And it ends on another unforced error from Peter Gade. Obvious disappointment from the Dane. But Lee Hyun Il applauds the crowd, thanks them for their support. And one has to say that after the opening game, when Lee Hyun Il just seems to be reacting to his opponent and Gade seemed to be in total control, the Korean has done brilliantly well to fight his way back in this, and not only fight his way back in, but then dominate the deciding game. So confirmation of the score, 3-15, 15-8, 15-1.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's crunch time for a place in the Super Bowl. A conference championship doubleheader sponsored by Coors tomorrow 8 p.m. Sky Sports Extra.
Think about it. Do you choose a typical petrol car that does 45 miles to the gallon? Or for the same price, a diesel that does 60? Stellar Rio Diesel from only £8,995.
Hello, are you losing sleep over your finances? Well, you don't have to go to the bank for a low-cost loan. Why not see if it's easier, faster and cheaper to call Lombard Direct on 08000 518 200?
Your rate depends on the amount you borrow. Our typical rate is just 6.4% APR.
For an unsecured personal loan of up to £25,000, call Lombard Direct on 08000 518 200 or apply online at lombarddirect.com.
The toughest comedy of the year is about to hit DVD. The Longest Yard.
How's it look? Kind of like a young Michael Jackson.
On DVD now.
118-24/7. Oh, hello, yes. Could you give me the number for a dog training school in Guildford, please? I'd particularly like one that does home visits.
I'll text you the number.
Text me? No, could you actually put me straight through?
118-24/7. Whatever you want, just yell.
Sorry, madam. Whiffs a bit, doesn't it?
Is your loo saying things about you behind your back? Harpic 2-in-1 is a clip-on with a gel that fragrances continuously, even without flushing. So your loo is clean and fresh at every visit.
Ah, madam. Take a seat.
Harpic 2-in-1. What does your loo say about you? And now, there's also a cistern block for unbeatable cleaning with non-stop fragrance. New and cistern 2-in-1 from Harpic.
You've got 1.
You want some?
2.
Get on your horse.
3 chances to fire away those winter blues.
That's where I'm heading. Hey!
With a sizzling Saturday.
Ooh-wee.
And a sharp shooting Sunday.
Looks like you did good and we did better. Like the show? Too bad you can't see the rest of it.
Lord of mercy!
Well, that's what it's all about.
Go Wild West with a triple bill of westerns every Saturday and Sunday in January on Sky Cinema 1.
Party's over.
Peter Gade, the champion of 1999, is out, beaten in 3 games by Lee Hyun Il of Korea. Another unforced error, sealing a 15-1 win for the Korean, who goes through to tomorrow's final. Well, he'll face either Lin Dan, the world #1, or Lee Chong-wei, who play a little bit later on this evening. Next on court, it's Nathan Robertson and Gail Emms will return shortly to the NIA. First of all, though, Joe Davis and Simon Archer, MBE, still in the studio here. I've been watching that opening game. It's something of a disappointment in the end for Peter Gade, but Lee proving that he's a decent player, ranked 5 in the world. Yeah,
it probably wasn't the match we were expecting. We were expecting it to be a really tight and close match, but Peter Gade came out and he was lightning in the first game, and then the whole match just changed, and he just made error after error after error, and Lee Hyun got into the match, and again he showed he was so dominant over 3 games, and 15-1 in the 3rd game. Peter Gade had no answer. Just quickly, can he be confident going into the final? Certainly, because even though that's a 3-set match, I don't think that match has actually taken much out of him. He didn't have to work too hard in the 2nd and 3rd game to win that match. So he'll be nice and fresh now, and he'll be looking forward to watching the other semi-final, which is coming up later, and he'll be ready for that final. And I believe it's his first final, so he'll be really keyed up for that. Yeah, lots to look forward to for him. As I was saying, the 4th match on court is Lin Dan against Lee Chong-wei. As far as the next match, though, the All England is concerned, it is that British pair, the golden pair of last year, Nathan Robertson and Gail Emms, against the world champions Widianto and Natsir. We'll chat about that in just a second. After Nathan and Gail are off court, it's a men's doubles semi-final. Number 2 seeds Jens Eriksson and Martin Lundgaard up against the unseeded Abdul Latif and Gan of Malaysia. And then, as we said, it's Lin Dan and Lee Chong-wei in the 2nd men's singles semi-final. The matches come very thick and fast at the All England Championship. Nathan and Gail on court, getting ready to begin the match. And Joe, how would they be feeling ahead of this one? A very tight game last night. A bit of nerves, or maybe more relaxed? I think they'll be confident
and more relaxed. I think they'll have done the homework on this pair. As Simon mentioned earlier, they played them, but not recently. This pair are obviously world champions, but the Indonesians do tend to sit back and soak up a lot of the pressure. So Nathan and Gail have got to come out, but they've got to be clever in how they approach the game. They've got to think about what they're doing. They've got to play soft and then go out all attacking. Just mix it up a bit and get the Indonesians on the back foot.
Simon, Nathan said after the match that he was shattered towards the end and felt almost lucky to get through it. He wasn't playing men's doubles this week. Gail lost in the quarterfinals of the women's doubles. The fact that Nathan's decided not to play men's, do you think that's going to help them?
Well, really, Nathan should be fit enough at this level now. He's been playing and winning these Grand Prix tournaments. He should be able to cope with one event. Today he's got a match where he's playing another opponent which has had a 3-set match, so all 4 players should be tired on that court, but he should be as fresh as them, and he's got every chance really, but they need to get a good start in this match because they are up against world champions and it should be another tight match.
Absolutely, fingers crossed though. An expectant sellout crowd of the NIA. Let's head back to join our commentary team of Darren Hall and Gillian Clark, MBE.
Well, the atmosphere here at the National Indoor Arena, absolutely electric. The crowd doing the Mexican wave. No question of who they're here to support. It's the reigning champions, Nathan Robertson and Gail Emms, up against the reigning world champions, Nova Widianto and Lilyana Natsir. The English combination had such a tussle in their quarter-final match yesterday against the World Championship silver medalists. The number 6 seeds, Xie Zhongbo and Zhang Yawen, dropped the second game. In fact, in the deciding game, they were 2-8 down, 6-10 down, before coming back to win it 15-13 in the decider.
And on my left, Nathan Robertson and Gail Emms, England. Gail Emms to serve to Lilyana Natsir. Not all. Play.
So the English combination at the far side of the court in the black kit. It's a good low serve from Lilyana Natsir.
1 down.
And again, but perhaps also a bit of nerves from the English pair.
Yeah, definitely a little bit nerves. I mean, a great serve. That one, as you see, clipped the tape that went over. But I just want to settle down, get into the game, get rid of the nerves.
It's just wide.
Down 2.
Emms, probably the best player in the world from the front of the court. In this match, she has to stand her ground, take her opponents on.
1-2,
yeah, super return from the low service from Nova, deep into Nathan's backhand.
And that's what she does best. The anticipation, racket up ready, looking to intercept.
2-all, second serve.
the luck of the net cord from Widianto. He really is such an experienced player, Nova Widianto. This his 4th consecutive All-England semi-final in the mixed doubles. Drifting wide. And Lilyana Natsir often signals to her partner as to what sort of serve she's going to use, but didn't that time. We've been keeping a close eye on that. Oh, what a backhand kill. Short, sharp movement of the racket head, making the shuttle go down so steeply.
3-2, second serve.
Technically, that was superb.
Yeah, well left from Nathan. Little push at the body. Lilyana knew the return was coming long.
Second serve.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and that'll do her confidence. Very good. Onto the low serve, so quick. Recovered for the next shot. Good positive play from Gail.
Well, there's no doubting his determination. A little clenched fist at the end of the rally from Robertson.
4-3, second serve.
Yeah, the return from Gail drove back at Lilyana, then followed it straight into the net.
That's a clever shot. It's kind of tactic, I suppose, in mixed doubles, Darren, that you try and place the shuttle just past the lady at the front of the court, but still in front of the man at the back of the court, that little mid-court area.
Yeah, it's well read by Nathan.
3-6.
Yeah, Nathan mixing it up well, put in a clear, next 2 smashes.
Oh, there's that backhand kill again. Same devastating effect.
They're working for each other very well. Gail knows exactly where the return's coming.
6-3.
Pressure. A final shot, the anticipation from Robertson.
They'll be delighted to win that rally.
And just look at the number of winners from the net. It's no wonder that Robertson and Emms are in front in this match.
7-3, second serve.